So, doing everything on the mat today. We are pretty much going to be on our backs the whole time, not doing too much twisting around. We'll be on our knees for a little bit, but starting out today, we're going to be sandwiching our workout with a nice little ab work at the beginning, and then some good ab work at the end. So we're going to start out today doing a running clock. So we're going to go our backs on the mat. Starting out, we're going to do 5 different exercises, 30 seconds for each exercise. Running clock going straight through, and we're going to go 2 times through. So we're going to start out on our backs, like I said. We're going to start going side to side, just tapping the heels on the right side, coming up and over, then tapping the heels on the left side, alternating back and forth, keeping the back on the ground as you're moving those legs from side to side. Then we're just going to twist over onto our left side, doing a side crunch, coming up and down. You can use that bottom arm for leverage to help get yourself up, getting that shoulder up off the mat. Then we're going to flip back over onto our back, toes, feet up in the air, and we're just going to crunch up, trying to touch those toes. It's all right if you don't touch the toes. We're just acting through it and getting those abdominal muscles engaged as we're trying to get those shoulders up off the mat to try to touch those toes. Now we're going to flip over onto the other side, doing our other side crunch on the other side there. All right, then we're going to come into a scissor kick. We're going to go hands under the butt, and you're just going to go legs going over and under. Legs go over and under, just cross them over, back and forth. All right, so those are the 5 exercises right there. We're going to go 2 times through, 30 seconds apiece. All right, and we'll get this show on the road, getting it started. All right, so we're going to start it up in 10 seconds. We're going to start with those heel taps going side to side. Heel taps going side to side. All right, getting that core ready, getting that body ready. In 3, 2, and 1. We're coming down to the side, up, and over. All right, coming to the side, up, and over. Good. Alternating right and left. Alternating right and left. Good. All right, back and forth. Tapping those heels, up and over. Just controlling that all the way through. Control it all the way through. Good, and then we're going to go into that side crunch, land on the left side in 3, 2, and 1. Land onto that left side, and just coming up and down. Side crunch, coming up and down, land all the way out, and then crunching up. Land all the way out, and then crunching all the way up, trying to get that elbow up to the hips. All right, coming up, trying to get that left shoulder up off the mat. Good, all right, and next up we got those toe touches. Next up, we got toe touches in 3, 2, and 1. Back onto our backs, feet up into the air, and we're just coming up, trying to touch those toes. Just coming up, trying to touch those toes, getting that little crunch, getting those shoulders up off the mat. Exhale as we come up, inhale as we come down. Exhale as we come up, inhale as we come down. Just trying to come up, trying to touch those toes, up, and back down. Good. Feel those abs working already. Feel those abs working already. And we're going on to the other side of that side crunch in 3, 2, and 1. On to our right side this time. Up and down. Getting that right side up off the mat. Getting that right shoulder up off the mat. Crunching those left abs there. Getting all the way up as high as you can. Up and back down. Good. All right, just trying to get that left elbow up towards the hips. And then we're going to go into that scissor kick to finish this out. Scissor kick to finish it out in 3, 2, and 1. Back on those backs, and legs going over and under. Legs going over and under. Good. Back and forth. Good. Legs over, legs under. Legs over, legs under. Good. All right, keep going here. Keep going here. Nice. Keep those abs tight, hands under the butt, and then we're going to go back to the beginning. Back to the beginning, into those heel taps, going side to side in 3, 2, and 1. All right, heels tapping from the right to the left. Heels tap from the right to the left. Keeping that bend in the knees and just alternating right side and left side. Keep that bend in the knees and then just going right side to left side controlling it all the way through, back and forth. Tighten up those abs, and we're just moving those legs side to side. Moving those legs side to side. Going to that side crunch in 3, 2, and 1. Onto our left side. Onto our left side. All right, coming up and down, crunching up onto that side. Crunching up onto the side, up and back down. Good. Tightening up those abs. Good, good. Nice. Keep going here. Keep going here. And we're just bringing that elbow up towards that right hip. Just bringing that right elbow up towards that right hip. Trying to get that left shoulder off the ground. And toe taps in 3, 2, and 1. Land back onto our backs. And legs up in the air. We're just trying to come up, touching those toes. Just trying to come up, touching those toes, crunching that body up. Just trying to get those shoulders up off of the mat. Just trying to get those shoulders up off the mat. All right, trying to come up. And the action of just trying to touch those toes. The action of just trying to touch those toes. Up and back down. Good, nice. Getting those shoulders up off of the mat. Getting that crunch in 3, 2, and 1, going on to that other side for the side crunch. Other side for the side crunch. Up and down. We're on our right side now. All right, coming up and back down. Good. Tightening up those abs. Getting that left elbow as high up as you can to that left hip. Stabilize with that right arm and just trying to get that right shoulder up off the mat. Up and back down. Good. All right, keep going here. And we got those scissors in 3, 2, and 1. Scissor kick coming up. Scissor kicks coming up. All right, over and under. Over and under. All right, those abs are already feeling the burn. Abs are already feeling the burn. Up and over. Up and over. Good. Moving those legs over and under. Moving those legs over and under. Good. Nice. Keep going here. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Then we get a little break before our next exercise. All right? 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Taking a breather. Taking a breather. All right. We're going to go onto our hands and knees for this next round. All right. So next round, we're going to do just 2 exercises. We're going to start out just on the right side. We're going to do a fire hydrant coming up to the side, up and down, all right? We're going to go 30 seconds with the movement, and then we're going to pulse for 30 seconds up at the top. So we're going to stay up at the top and just pulse that leg up at the peak position. And then our second one, we're going to do a donkey kick coming up and down, same deal. We're going full range of motion, and then after 30 seconds, we're just going to pulse at the top. All right, so just pulse, full range of motion, and then pulsing. All right. I forgot to give you guys the name of the workout today too. I got so excited to start up with all the exercises. So today's workout is Pina Lada. Little tropical workout today. All right. So we're gonna go into those fire hydrants to start out. Now that I got the name in, all right. So we're gonna start out on that right side on the hands and knees in 3, 2, and 1. Coming up to the side with that fire hydrant. Coming up to the side with that fire hydrant, lifting that leg up to the side, keeping those abs nice and tight, keeping those shoulders over the hands. Shoulders are over the hands, keeping those abs tight so you're not moving the rest of the body. You're just moving that right leg up and down. Keep a nice flat back, just moving that right leg up and down. Good, all right, and then we're gonna pulse it at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Just pulse it at the top. Just pulse it at the top, keeping those abs tight. Feel that little pinch on the side of those hips. All right, you're just moving that leg up and down ever so slightly, up an inch, down an inch. All right, controlling it all the way through, keeping those abs tight. Good, keep going here, keep going here. 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds, and then we're going into the donkey kicks. All right, donkey kicks coming up next in 3, 2, and 1. All right, same leg coming up and back down, kicking it up. All right, kicking that heel up into the air, kicking that heel up into the air, trying to keep that bend in that knee. All right, trying to keep about a 90-degree angle in that knee and just focus on squeezing that butt to get that heel up nice and high. Squeezing that butt to get that heel up nice and high. All right, and then we're gonna go into pulsing in 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing at the top, pulsing at the top. Just squeezing the butt and moving that leg up and down. Squeeze it all the way through. Squeeze it all the way through. Good. Up, up, and staying up. Good. Nice. All right. Keeping those shoulders over the hands. Keeping those shoulders over the hands. Feel that butt just getting that main squeeze. Feel that booty getting that squeeze. Pushing that heel up and back down. Good. All right. Now we're going to go on to our left side of the fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. All right. Left side, fire hydrant. Left side, fire hydrant. Coming up and back down. Up and back down. Good. Nice full range of motion with that left side all the way through. Full range of motion with that left side coming all the way down and back up. Coming all the way down and back up. Good. Keep at it here. Keep at it here. All the way up, back down. Exhale as we go up. Inhale as we go down. And then pulse at the top in 3, 2, and 1. All right. Pulsing at the top of that fire hydrant. Pulsing at the top. Keeping those abs nice and tight. So you're not twisting those hips around at all. You're not twisting that chest. You're just keeping that leg up and going up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Good. All right. Harder than it seems. Harder than it seems. Keeping that leg up. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Going into our donkey kick. Going into our donkey kick. Leg coming up and down. Leg coming up and down. Squeezing that butt on that left side. Squeezing that butt on that left side. Keeping those abs nice and tight here. Good. Down and back up. Good. Down and back up. All right. And then our next one, we're going to be pulsing at the top of that donkey kick. Pulsing at the top of that donkey kick in 3, 2, and 1. All right. Pulsing at the top. Pulsing at the top. Just squeezing that butt. All right, keep that butt squeezed that whole time. Keep that butt squeezed that whole time. Keeping those abs tight. Coming up and down. Good. Just pulse it out. Squeeze it all the way through. Just moving that leg up and down ever so slightly. Keeping that butt squeezed. Good. All right, we're going to go back to the first one. Back to the first fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. Back to our right leg. Back to our right leg. Coming up and back down. Coming up and back down. Fire hydrant on that right side. Fire hydrant on that right side. Up and down. Full range of motion here. All the way through. Full range of motion. All the way through. Down and back up. Good. Down and back up. All right. And then we're going to pulse at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing that leg up at the top. Pulsing that leg up at the top. Keeping those abs tight. And just pulsing that right leg at the peak of that motion, all right? Keeping that right leg up at the top of that fire hydrant position and just pulsing it up and down, keeping those abs tight. The higher you keep it, the harder it's going to be. The higher you keep it, the harder it's going to be. Good. Up and down. Nice job. All right. Donkey kicks in 3, 2, and 1. All right. Kicking that leg up back behind you. Donkey kick with that right leg. Donkey kick with that right leg up and back down. Good. Up and down. Kicking that leg up nice and high. Kicking that leg up nice and high. Squeezing that butt all the way up to the top of that position. Squeezing that butt all the way up to the top of that position. Good. All right. Keep going here. And we're going to pulse at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing up at the top. Pulsing up at the top. Keep that butt squeezed. Keep that butt squeezed. All right. Keeping that bend in the knee and squeezing that butt. Keep the bend in the knee. Squeeze that butt. Keeping those abs tight. Keeping that back flat. All right. And that heel is just going up and down. That heel and that leg just going up and down ever so slightly. All right. And we're going to go on to that left side of 3, 2, and 1. Left side, fire hydrant. Left side, fire hydrant coming up and down. Good. Keeping those abs tight. Just moving that left leg up and back down. Everything else stays still. Just moving that left leg up and down. Nothing else moving throughout. Right? Nothing else moving throughout. Move that leg up and then coming back down. Letting that leg come up and then back down. Good. Keep those abs tight. And we're going to pulse it out in 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it out at the top. Pulse it out at the top. Keep those abs tight, and then letting that leg just hang out at the top there. Letting that left leg hang out up at the top, pulsing it up and down, feeling that little pinch on the outside of those hips, on those external rotators. All right, keep going here. Keep going here. Nice flat back. Keep those abs tight. Don't let that body twist around. Donkey kicks in 3, 2, and 1. All right, kicks coming all the way up and back down. Kicks coming all the way up and back down. Exhale as we go up. Inhale as we come back down. Exhale as we go up. And inhale as we come back down. Good. All right, keeping those abs tight and squeezing that butt all the way to the top of that position. Keep those abs tight and squeezing that butt all the way to the top of that position. Good. All right, almost there. Almost there. We got our pulses coming up. Finishing this one out. Pulses coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that left leg up and just pulsing it out. Keeping that left leg up and just pulsing it out. Up and down. Squeeze that butt. Keep that leg up nice and high. Keep that leg up nice and high. Just squeezing that butt up and down ever so slightly. Just pulsing it out at the top. Just pulsing it out at the top. Isolating those glutes. Good. Keep going. Keeping those abs tight. Almost there. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Take a breather. Take a breather. All right. Next round. Next round. We're going back down to our backs here. All right. Same deal as the previous set. So we're going to do our two exercises this time. We're going to do an adductor. So we're going to lay down on our side, right leg over the left leg, and we're just going to come up and down, lifting that bottom leg up off of the mat. We're going to go full repetitions and then pulsing at the top, just like the last round. All right. Then we're going to flip onto our back. Same leg, and we're going to do a single leg hip bridge coming up and down, and then you guessed it, we're just doing a pulse at the top, keeping those hips up, pushing through that heel. All right, so we're going to start out on that left leg first. Starting out on that left leg first, laying down on that left side. All right, let's get started in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that left leg coming up and down. Left leg coming up and down, laying out on our left side. That bottom leg comes up and down, up off the ground. All right, harder version is not touching the ground here. Easier version is getting that little rest period and letting that foot rest on the ground briefly before letting it come back up. All right, up and down we go. And we're going to pulse at the top in 3, 2, and 1. All right, keeping that leg up and we're just pulsing it out. Keeping that leg up and we're just pulsing it out. Keep that left leg fully extended. All right, keep that leg locked out, and you're just contracting those muscles on the inside of the thigh, in that groin. All right, keep going here, keeping that leg up as high as you can, and just pulse it there. Keep that leg up as high as you can, and then just pulse it there. Good. All right, almost there, almost there. We're going to go into that single leg hip bridge on that left side in 3, 2, and 1. Laying down on our backs. All right, and we're just coming up and down, pushing through that left heel, pushing through that left heel. Getting that butt up nice and high. Getting that butt up nice and high. Abs are tight. Squeeze that butt all the way up to the top. Squeeze that butt all the way up to the top. Pushing through that left heel. Down and up. Good. Down and up. Exhale as we go up. Inhale as we come down. And then we're going to pulse at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing it up at the top. Pulsing that butt up at the top of that position, keeping it nice and high, pushing through that left heel, pushing through that left heel, keep that butt up, keep that butt up as high as you can. Good. All right, feel that get all the way through that left hamstring, that left butt. All right, good. Keep that in here, keep that in here, keep that butt nice and high. Abs are tight, almost there, almost there. We're gonna go onto that right side. That adductor in 3, 2, and 1. All right, laying onto our right side now. Laying onto our right side, and we're going to come up and down with that right leg. Up and down with that right leg. Good. All right. Nice. All right, laying out on that right side. Right leg comes up and down. Laying out on that right side. Right leg comes up and down from the bottom. Good. All right, and then we're going to be pulsing up at the top in 3, 2, and 1. All right, holding that leg up as high as you can. Holding that leg up as high as you can, and then just pulsing at that peak. All right, pulsing at the top of that motion. All right, good, good, good. Keep that leg fully extended and pulsing out. Keep that leg fully extended and pulsing out. Contracting those muscles on the inside of that thigh, on that right leg. Good, nice. Keep at it. Keep at it. Up and down in that pulsing fashion. And we're going single leg hip bridge in 3, 2, and 1. All right, laying onto our backs. And that right leg now, right leg going through the motion. All right, pushing through that right heel and getting that butt up into the air. Pushing through that right heel, getting that butt up nice and high into the air. Pushing all the way through. Pushing all the way through. Up, up, up. And just coming back down. Up all the way. And then coming back down. Good. All right. And we're going to pulse at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing at the top of that hip bridge. Pulsing at the top of that hip bridge. Keeping that butt up as high as we can. And just pushing through that heel. Just pushing through that heel. All right. Keep that butt up nice and high. Keep that butt up nice and high. Feel that burn in the glutes, in the hamstrings on that right side. Keep that butt up as high as you can. Keep that butt up as high as you can. And we're going to go back to that left side. Leg raises in 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to our left side. Back to our left side, laying down on our left. And we're coming up and down with that left leg. Coming up and down with that left leg. Keeping that left leg straight and up and down. Good. Keeping that left leg straight. Coming up and down. Good. All right. Nice straight leg here. Going through the motion. Good. Keeping those abs tight. And holding at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing it out at the top. Pulsing it out at the top. Keeping that leg straight and pulsing it through. Keeping that leg straight and pulsing it at the top. Keeping it up at that peak there and just contracting those muscles on the inside of the thigh. Contracting those muscles on the inside of the thigh on that left leg. Good. Keep going here. Keep going here. All right. Next up, we got that single leg hip bridge on that left side. Next up is that single leg hip bridge on that left side in 3, 2, and 1. Flipping onto those backs. Flipping onto those backs. Coming up and down. Full range of motion. Full range of motion. Up and back down. Good. Squeezing through that butt. Pushing through that heel on that left side. Getting those hips up as high as you can. Getting those hips up as high as you can. Pushing through that left heel. Good, nice. Isolating those glutes and those hamstrings. Nice, all right. And then we're going to hold it up at the top. Pulsing in 3, 2, and 1. All right, pulsing up at the top. Pulsing up at the top. Just keep that butt up nice and high. And pulsing it right there. Keep that butt up nice and high. And pulsing it right there. Again, pushing through that left heel. And keeping that butt up, pushing through that left heel and keeping that butt up. Feel those hamstrings, those glutes on that left side, getting that work in, all right? And we're gonna go on to that right side next. Leg raises in 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, feel that burn, feel that burn. All right, left leg over the right, and then we're just coming up and down with that right leg. Up and down with that right leg, all right? Working those muscles out on the inside of that thigh. Working out the muscles on the inside of that thigh, raising that right leg up off the mat, coming all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, keeping that right leg straight. Good, keeping that right leg straight. And we're going to pulsate in 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that leg up nice and high. Keeping that leg up nice and high, all right? And pulsing out at the top. Pulsing out at the top, good, all right? Holding it right there, holding it right at the top. And pulsing it all the way through. Hold it up at the top and pulse it all the way through. Good. Just coming up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Woo! All right. Feel that burn. Feel that burn. All right. All the way through those muscles on the inside of the thigh. And we're going hip bridge in 3, 2, and 1. Laying on those backs. Laying on those backs. All right. Right foot into the ground. And we're coming up and down. Exhale as we go up. Inhale as we come down. Exhale as we go up. Inhale as we come down, pushing through that right heel and coming back down. Pushing through that right heel and then relaxing those muscles as we come down. Exhale as we go up. Inhale as we come down. Tightening up those abs. to get that butt up nice and high. All right, and we're gonna pulse it at the top. 3, 2, and 1. All right, pulse it at the top. Pulse it up at the top, squeezing that butt, pushing through those heels. All right, pushing through that right heel here. Feel that right butt cheek, that right glute, right hamstrings. Those are doing the work. Those are doing the work to keep that butt up high off of that floor. All right, up and down ever so slightly. Just squeezing it all the way through. Squeezing it all the way through. Almost there, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Take a breather. Take a breather. Woo! All right. And we're going into our last circuit here. Last circuit here, another piece of the bread, our abdominal sandwich. All right. This round, we're going to go into what I call it, a jackknife. So we're going to start out. Our left leg is in, our right leg is out. And we're going to do a little sit-up, just trying to get that right elbow to the left knee. Right elbow to the left knee, all right? Then we're going to go into a bicycle, alternating legs back and forth. And then we're going to go on to the other side, leg in, leg out, and just doing that crunch, coming up and back down. All right, then we're going to come up into a hollow crunch hold. All right, just going to bring those feet up, shoulders back, holding on to this position. All right, and then our last one, I call it a vacuum, but essentially what we're doing, we're going to go all the way down, laying down all the way on the mat, and I want you to tense all of the muscles in those abdominal area throughout the whole 30 seconds. So we're just keeping all those muscles nice and tight. Imagine yourself, it's basically like doing a Kegel exercise. You want to just keep those abs tight and rigid the whole time. Think like you're holding a plank, but you're not. You're just keeping those abs tight. You're just controlling those core muscles, squeezing those rib cage, squeezing the rib cage in as much as you can, sucking that belly button down to the spine, and just engaging all of those muscles inside that core for that 30 seconds, just keeping them nice and tight. All right, so we're going to start out with those jackknives, going right elbow to the left knee, right elbow to the left knee. All right, we got that running clock in 3, 2, and 1. Left knee in, right leg out. We're coming down and up, just trying to get that right elbow to the left knee, right elbow to the left knee, coming up and back down, coming up and back down, shoulders onto the ground, and then pulling them up off. Shoulders onto the ground, and then you're just getting that right shoulder up off of the mat, up and down. Good. All right, and we're going to go into those bicycles next in 3, 2, and 1. Bicycles coming in and out. Bicycles coming in and out. Legs out and elbows meeting those knees right in the middle. Elbows meeting those knees right in the middle. Good. Back and forth. Back and forth. Good. Biking it out. Biking it out. Getting those elbows into those knees. Getting those elbows into those knees. And then we're going to go on to that other side, other jackknife. Coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Right knee is in. Left leg is out. All right. Up and back down. The higher that left leg is, the higher that straight leg is, the easier it's going to be. All right? The higher that straight leg is, the easier it's going to be. Coming up and down. Good. Up and down. Just trying to get that left elbow to that right knee. Left elbow to that right knee. All right? 10 more seconds on this one. 10 more seconds. And then we got that hollow hold. We got the hollow hold. All right? Coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Coming up off our mats. And feet and torso is up, right? Feet and torso are up. Just hold on to that hollow crunch position. If you need to, you can hold those hands under the legs to give yourself a little extra stability there and take some of that tension off of those abs. All right, keeping those shoulders back and holding it out. Keeping those shoulders back, holding it out. All right, then we're going to go into those back knees, those Kegels in 3, 2, and 1. Lay it all the way out, and I want you to squeeze those abs, all right? Squeeze those abs, sucking it in all the way, all right? Holding that nice and tight. Holding those abs nice and tight. Focus on that breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. You're trying to make that rib cage nice and small. You're making that rib cage as small as you can, all right? Keeping those abs nice and tight. Keeping those abs nice and tight. You're just squeezing those abs all the way into that body. All right, keeping it nice and rigid, nice and firm. And we're going to go back to that first jackknife in 3, 2, and 1. Good, all right. Left leg is in, right leg is out, and we're just trying to tap that right elbow to that left knee. Tap that right elbow to that left knee. All right, up and back down, up and back down. Good, nice. Keep going here. Lay it all the way out, and then getting that elbow up. Lay it all the way out, and then getting it all the way up. Good, up and back down. Good, all right. And we're going to go into those bicycles in 3, 2, and 1. Bicycles coming in and out. Bicycles coming in and out. Let those legs get out, and knees come in. Legs go out, knees come in, back, and forth. Good. Just trying to get those elbows to the knees. Elbows to the knees. Woo! All right. Feeling that burn. Feeling that burn. Other side on that jackknife coming up. All right. Woo! In 3, 2, and 1. All right. Got that other leg. Other leg and the jackknife. All right. Left, right knee in. Left leg out. Coming in and up. Good. Getting that left elbow up to that right knee. Left elbow up to that right knee. Getting that crunch coming up and back down. Good. Keeping those abs tight. Getting that left elbow up to that right knee. Left elbow up to that right knee. And we're going to go into that hollow crunch coming up next. Hollow crunch coming up next. In 3, 2, and 1. Coming up off our mat. All right. Legs up, feet up. All right. Shoulders back. Get yourself into that position. All right. And just hold on to that hollow crunch here. All right. Keeping those abs tight. Feet up. Abs tight. Shoulders back. Control it all the way through. Control it all the way through. If you need to, you can hold on to the insides of those legs. All right. Just holding those legs up. Good, good, good. Almost there. Then we're going to go into our vacuums in 3, 2, and 1. All right, into those vacuums, sucking those abs in, keeping that core nice and tight, nice and firm, nice and rigid, like you're trying to get that rib cage as small as you can. Like you're trying to get that rib cage as small as you can. It's like you're trying to prep for somebody whacking you in the stomach there. Just tightening everything up. Just tightening everything up, keeping those muscles tight and rigid, flexing all of those abdominal muscles at one time. Flexing all those abdominal muscles at one time, squeezing it all the way through. Squeezing it all the way through, keeping those shoulders pulled back into the ground. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Nice. Relax it. Relax it. All right. And we're going to get our cool down here. All right. Starting our cool down today. We're just going to reach all the way out. Stretching out those hamstrings, all right? We're gonna reach it all the way out, stretching out those hamstrings, touching our toes. If you can't touch the toes, just walk your hands out onto your legs, all right? Walk your hands out onto your legs, grabbing around the shins, grabbing around the ankles, all right? Or if you can get all the way down, touching those feet touching those hands to the feet and wrapping those fingers around those toes. Keeping that chin tucked in, and each time you exhale, trying to sink down a little bit deeper into that stretch. Each time you exhale, trying to sink down a little bit deeper into that stretch. Good, all right, hold on to that for a few more seconds here, reaching all the way out. Good, all right, and coming up out of that, I want you to cross your right leg over your left leg, all right, and we're just gonna stretch out those hips. You're going to walk your chest in towards your legs, all right? Or if it's more comfortable, you can do this one laying down on your back, pulling those legs in towards the chest, all right? So you can do this one laying down on your back, pulling those legs in towards your chest, or you can walk that chest and that torso in towards those legs in that upright position. The closer you walk those feet, the closer you walk yourself in towards those legs, the harder it's going to be, the more stretch you're going to feel in those hips. Good, holding on to this one. Get that nice stretch here, all right? Each time you exhale, try to push yourself in a little bit closer. Each time you exhale, trying to push yourself in a little bit closer. Stretching it all the way through. Good, and we'll switch over to the other side. Switching over to the other side, left leg crosses over the right leg. And then walking that torso in towards those legs. Walking that torso in towards those legs. All right, getting that stretch on the outside of those hips. Getting that stretch on the outside of those hips. Good, all right. Holding that right there. Each time you exhale, trying to sink in a little bit deeper into that stretch. Trying to keep those shoulders pulled back. You just stick that chest out, hold those shoulders back, and keep that weight pushing through those hands, pushing through those arms. You're feeling extra tight, you can tuck that chin into that chest. That gets a little more of a stretch there too. Down that back. Good, all right. And coming up out of that one. And now we're just gonna open up those hips, doing our nice groin stretch here. Knees out to your side, all right, heels are in. And you're just gonna sink that butt back down into those heels. Sinking that butt back down into those heels. All right, the wider your knees are, the more stretch you're gonna feel here. The wider those knees are, the more stretch you're gonna feel. You can stay up on the hands. You can go down onto the forearms. Just finding that sweet spot, stretching out the inside of those hips and that groin. All right, just trying to push that butt back closer to those heels. Just trying to push that butt back closer to those heels with that nice spread position with those knees. The wider those knees are, the more of a stretch you're going to feel in there. You can shift it from side to side if you want to, getting a little bit more of a stretch on one side and then shift it over to the other. All right, just finding that nice sweet spot right in there and getting that stretch throughout the inside of those hips. All right, and just pushing back a little bit more. Each time you exhale, trying to push yourself a little bit deeper into that stretch. Each time you exhale, trying to push yourself a little bit deeper into that stretch, pushing that butt back and down, pushing that butt back and down, looking straight at the ground here, and just controlling that position, just controlling that stretch, keeping yourself down, keeping that butt back into those heels. And 3, 2, and 1. Good, coming out of that one, nice. Good, great job today, everybody. Nice little core workout. Great way to